Welcome, Genesis, to another gentle yoga class. I'm Beth here in Wichita, Kansas. Today, all you'll need is your mat, maybe some water, and a towel. I will meet you back here in wide knees, child's pose. For wide knees, child's pose, your knees are wide, your toes are touching together. Walk your hands forward and lower your chest as close to the floor as you can, and if possible, rest your forehead on the floor. Begin deep diaphragmatic breathing. Every time you inhale, your ribs expand. And every time you exhale, you let everything float right back in. Remember to listen to your body today. Always listen to yourself first and your instructor second. Let's roll ourselves up to a tabletop position with your shins in parallel. Can you look over your left shoulder, bringing your bottom rib to your hip bone? Pass through the center line and do the same thing to the right. We'll look over your right shoulder. Each side once more. We'll stop in tabletop for cat and cow. Exhale, round your back and scoop your tummy in. Here's your profile shot. And then you'll pass through neutral and into extension or cow. Exhale, round your back, scoop your tummy in. Spread your shoulder blades wide. Inhale into extension. And right back to neutral. Let's take your right toes back and drive your right heel down to the floor. I always like to sneak a little bit of core work and strengthening work on you, but you decide whether or not you want to join in or not. Squeeze your thumbs together and maybe lift your left knee off the floor. Can you draw big knee circles in one direction? Reverse. Your left knee returns to the floor. Lift your right leg up straight behind you and prepare for asymmetrical pointer. Here we go. Reach that left arm out. Find your balance. Glutes are on, abs are in. Inhale to stay. On the exhale, kiss the elbow to the knee, rounding your back into cat back. Inhale, reach out again. Exhale, cat back. Inhale, reach. Exhale. Now reach out and stay. Can you sweep your left arm behind you, opening your chest? Bend your right knee, and if your hand happens to find the ankle, there's your kneeling king dancer. Breathe. Return your left hand to the floor, and then your right toes line up with your left knee. If you've ever had plantar fasciitis, this is a great exercise to do every day. Spread your toes out wide and then press the weight of your torso onto your thigh and try to keep your right heel on the floor and lean forward. Just try to soften into your calf and into your Achilles. If you're a runner, this is another good exercise to do to loosen up those calves and Achilles. And then you'll walk your hands forward to catch you, and we'll roll sequentially through the length of the foot and bring the toe into extension. And then slowly lower all the way back down. Press your heel down, and then your weight of your torso goes on top of the thigh. We'll release to tabletop to do the other side. Hands under the shoulders, knees under the hips. Take your left leg back and drive your heel into the floor. Stretch out the back of the knee and squeeze your thumbs together. Now you can stay right here if you'd like to use a little bit more core work. You'll lift that right knee and we'll draw hip circles. Reverse. 5. So you'll take that right leg down and prepare for asymmetrical pointer. You'll lift that front leg up. If your balance is with you today, take your back leg forward. Glutes on, abs lifted, and shoulders back and down. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, kiss the elbow to the knee and reach again. Inhale. Exhale. Elongate through the limbs. How about one more? Scoop your tummy in. Now reach out and stay. Sweep that back arm behind you and bend the front knee. And maybe we stay here today. If your hand happens to find your ankle, there's your king dancer. Extension for the spine and the hips. Release that back hand to the floor and line up your front toes with your knee that's on the floor. Manually spread your toes wide and then press your weight onto that front thigh, trying to keep your heel down. Deep breaths. Just surrender, letting go of any tightness, any binding. You'll walk the hands to the front, and then you'll roll sequentially through the length of the foot, bringing the toes into extension. And slowly all the way back down. Very good. Return to tabletop, and I'd like you to take your right leg out wide for lizard. Take your right hand and just try to open up the inner thigh and hamstring on both legs, actually. If this bothers your knees at all, put a towel underneath your shin. Take your right hand back to the floor and return to tabletop. Take your left leg out wide for lizard. Left hand, you just kind of sink as far into that as you comfortably can. No pain is allowed. And return to tabletop. Take your right leg back out to lizard. Now this doesn't have to be pretty. Take your right hand here. Take your left leg out to lizard and walk your hands up. I'm going to walk back onto my mat. All right, so now our hips are externally rotated, and you'll take your left shoulder down. Spinal twist as you look up to the sky. Use your abdominals to pass through the center line, and take your right shoulder down and look up. Using that right hand to gently coax that hip and thigh to open. Come back to the center line and find your warrior squat. So you're using the strength of your legs to press your knees open. You've got a nice chest pressed here. Shoulder blades gliding down. We'll do a little warrior series here just to strengthen and create mobility in our hips. So I'd like you to open up, turning that left rim of your foot out, and find warrior two. Your shoulders are down and your chest is lifted. Commit to strength in this side leg. Trying to get your right knee down to 90, and you can see your right big toe. Holding. Proud warrior. Try to make both sides of your waist long so you're not collapsed into your pelvis, but you've got space and length. Lift up into your pyramid as you pivot through the feet, taking yourself to warrior two on the other side. Lift and lengthen, shoulders down, chest up. Pressing the right rim of your foot down. It's sort of as if you're splitting your mats in two. One foot reaching away that way, the opposing foot reaching that way. Pivot through your feet to come back through pyramid, and I call it tick-tock. Tick-tock to the other side. Turn your right palm up and reach out, and up into your sun warrior. Now we're all going to look different. You look like you. Glutes on, abs in, and lifting our heart. Pyramid, reach to the top, and tick-tock. So start in warrior two, reach that left palm out and up. So again, I'm not collapsing into my back on this side. I'm lifting and lengthening. Sun warrior. Pyramid, pivoting through the feet. Start in warrior two and then reach out making both sides of your waist long, and find your side angle. So come as far as you comfortably can into the right knee, and then you can either keep your hand on your thigh, arm, or you can use it as leverage to open that thigh even more. Breathing, elongating. Take this top arm and circle around 360. Hold your side angle again. Okay, this is going to take a lot of strength to get into our pyramid. Are you ready? Lift up and tick-tock. Warrior 2. Reach out, both side waist long, and then either your forearm is on your thigh, and we're here, or a little more challenging, to use that arm to open the body and to create length and space. Deep breaths. Take this top arm and circle behind, 360 for that shoulder. And pause in side angle. Turn on your abs, turn on your glutes so that you can lift yourself up into pyramid. And here's your swan dive into a straddle fold. Reach out and then take your hands to the floor and drop your chest down. Press the outer rims of your feet out, and we're gonna look different. Maybe you walk your hands behind you. No somersaults, please. Glutes on, abs in. You'll walk your hands back underneath your chest. You'll come into warrior squat. Your knees are open, your hands are in prayer, shoulders down. Chest lifted, strong legs here. They're going to reach up to the sky. Can you heel toe, walk in, big inhale up, and swan dive. Take your hands to your opposite triceps, and let's just sway the upper body around the lower body. Feels so good for your hams and glutes and spine. And then we'll stop in the middle. Just let your arms hang wherever they go. Micro bend your knees and use your abdominals and glutes to roll sequentially right back up to the top. Face the front. Reach up. Take your hands behind your ears and let's release our spine. Lift your right elbow up. Return to center and lift your left elbow up. Return to center. Big inhale again, reach to the sky. Exhale, swan dive. Hands to the opposite triceps. This time you'll sway, you'll extend and flex your shoulders. And again, it's very tempting. I found myself locking out my knees. Micro bend your knees and distribute the weight evenly on all four corners of your feet. We'll stop to release the hands as you inhale. On the exhale, scoop your tummy in and roll up. Inhale up. Exhale, hands to heart. All right, we're ready to take it to the floor. Inhale, reach wide, reach tall. Big swan dive. Inhale, half back. Exhale, shins down to the floor. And you'll walk those legs all the way back now. We're prone. Do just a little bit of spinal mobility here. Your hands are wide and your elbows are pointing down. Energize through the legs and inhale up into your Cobra. Now you get to use your arm strength on this first one. This is more about mobility rather than strength. Just massaging and lubricating our spine, bringing ourselves into more extension, especially in the upper back. If you sit behind a desk or you just sit a lot, we tend to have that rounded shoulder, rounded back. So this is a good counterbalance for all that flexion that we do. Bring it back down and get ready for hovering Cobra. So this time this will be strength. You'll hug your elbows into your waistline and then inhale to lift up. Squeeze your shoulder blades behind you and right back down. Do 3 more. Inhale, lift. Exhale down, 2 more. Now up and stay. Now I'd like you to come into a locust. Take your arms behind and hold. 4, 3, 2, 1. Take your arms out wide. And here's your rest. Take one temple down to the floor and recover because we've got another set. We're ready for our second set. I'm going to turn to the side so you can get more of a profile, so maybe you can see what's going on. So your elbows are hugging your waistline, you're energizing through the legs, and then inhale to lift up into your hovering cobra. This is going to help our postural muscles, and lower back down. You've got 3 more. Inhale to lift up. Exhale down. Inhale. Now just one more. Inhale up and stay. And then come into locust. Reach out wide. And from here, let's do 4 jumping jacks. It's 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Reach your arms out wide. And this time take your other head down to the floor and rest. Recover because you've got just one more set. Okay, let's continue. You're in hovering cobra. Ready? Inhale up, squeeze your shoulder blades together, and right back down. Inhale, lift, and down. 2 more. Lift. Now lift and stay. Come into your locust. Reach out wide, strong bodies. 4 jumping jacks. And 1, 2, 3, 4. Take your arms out wide, hands down, curl your toes under. Let's push to a kneeling plank, and then all the way back to child's pose. Ah, yes, right here. Deep breaths. Very good. Then we're going to sit with our left shin forward. So I'm going to show you the modification for pigeon. We're building into pigeon. Both knees are bent. So if you have knee or hip issues, this is a good option. Otherwise, you'll take the right leg straight behind you. Dorsiflex your front foot and try to make your back foot line up with the mat. Getting your front hip flexor, your thigh, and then we'll walk it forward right here. Deep breath. So the focus is on this left hip, left glute. Just go as far as you comfortably can. Listen to your body. And 5 deep breaths here. Abdominals are engaged so that we can walk our hands back. And then we're going to do a twist. So I'd like you to bring your back leg forward and cross it over. If this is too much, here you go. Take your left leg out in front and show me the bottom of your foot. The good option here. Or if your knees and hips are okay, we'll do the full twist. Take your left arm up, big inhale up. Exhale, turn your belly button, and then lower the arm. Now, remember, anytime we're twisting, we want our spine tall so there's no grinding or compressing of the vertebra, but a nice nourishing twist. Our spine is sort of like a washcloth in this twist, and we're wringing out any toxins. And I should have mentioned, you can also take your hand here if this is a better fit. Inhale to stay. Exhale, untwist first at your belly button, and then your ribs, and then your shoulder, and then your face. Good. Let's take our left hand and maybe even your forearm down to the floor to get your, this is called your quadratus laborum. It's the lower flank of your back on either side. Sometimes if you get this stretched out, you get some back relief. Looking up, elbow is straight if you can. Trying to reach your right bottom down to the floor. Using your abdominals, we'll come to horizontal and just tick-tock. Take your right hand down, maybe your forearm. Look up, and that's just a totally different stretch right there. Deep breaths. 5 breaths in each position. we kind of keep things moving, and we know that each breath is important. Take your left arm down. Now this next one is called stacking firewood. So pretend like your shin bones are logs of wood and you're trying to stack them on top like this. Now that's just not going to happen today. You take that left leg out because you're still getting good benefit. So either your left leg is out in front, or we're stacking, both feet are flexed, and then try to fold. For me, this is pretty intense. I'm just using my breath to try not to make things worse. Deep breaths. How about 2 more deep breaths here? Use your abdominals to roll up. Take your hands to that lower limb and rock the baby. All right, we're going to tick-tock to the other side. So your right shin is in front. I always show the modification first. You can have both knees at 90. It's still a good pigeon until you can open things up a little more. Otherwise, the left leg goes straight back. Try to keep your pelvis square, foot flexed. Walk it forward. And 5 deep breaths right here. Forehead on the floor. With each inhale, just feel your body wanting to open and give. With each exhale, feel your body trying to surrender and let go of binding or tightness or stress. How about 2 more breaths here? Walk your hands under your shoulders to push yourself up. And we'll prepare for our twist now. The back leg circles to the front, and either you're in a full twist or the right leg comes out to give your knees and hips a little break there. All right, so right on top of your sitting bones, you can either take your right hand and just hug the knee and try to turn your belly button, or you can lift your chest, lengthen your spine, and bring that arm to the outside, and using it as leverage to go a little deeper into your twist. Inhale, prepare to untwist, and then begin to let go first from your belly button, and then your ribs, shoulder, and your face. Right forearm goes to the floor, and keep your left bottom down, looking up, releasing that lower flank of your back on each side. This time it's your left side. Use your abdominals and travel to the other side. And lift your right chest, open your rib cage. Release this right arm down, and we'll stack firewood on this side. So shins represent. There you go. And if that's too much, just take this leg out in front. Flex your feet and try to fold. Focuses on this side hip, the left. Deep breaths. Remember to never force. Just go with the breath. You'll take your hands to that knee and foot and lift. Come in to rock the baby. Very good. And then you'll bring your feet out in front to the floor. We'll go to the side. We'll do a half roll back. So inhale to a tall spine. On the exhale, use your abdominals and roll back. And then come right back up to the top. And maybe you don't need the thighs, hands to the thighs for help. Maybe your core is strong enough to go without. So this is a roll back. Can you change the roll back to a straight lean back? So this time lean back and come right back up to the top. I kind of feel like I'm sleepwalking. Lean back. Okay, now lean back and stay. Abdominals engaged. Can you bring one leg at a time into a half boat? Find your balance. And then maybe into a whole boat. Here's where my sense of humor comes in handy. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bend your knees, feet down, and roll all the way down onto your spine. We're going to work that out a little bit. Slide your feet underneath your hips, and then just imprint your back. Inhale, return to neutral. Exhale, pull your tummy in right below the navel. So we're working out any tightness in your lumbar. This time we'll go through the imprint. Tuck your tailbone under and roll up sequentially up into your bridge. If you find that you use your neck and shoulders too much, maybe bend your elbows and anchor and stabilize. Inhale, lift your heels up. Now exhale, use your glutes to start at the top of the spine and roll sequentially right back down. It's a great massage for your back. Inhale, prepare. Exhale, roll through imprint, rolling up into bridge. Inhale, reach your arms to the sky. Exhale, reach your arms overhead. Inhale, reach your arms to the sky with your heels. Now hinge at your sternum and use your glutes to roll down sequentially. Just one more. Feels so good. Inhale to prepare. First imprint, and then it's like you're lifting one pearl at a time up into bridge from a pearl necklace. Inhale, arms reach. Exhale, arms overhead. Inhale, reach your arms to the sky. And exhale, roll sequentially right back down. Very good. Can you bring your right knee into your chest and take your left leg out long? Circle that ankle slowly. And reverse. We're going to bring this into a spinal twist. So take the top knee to the front, anchor your left arm out wide and look to the back wall. If you want to, you can tuck that toe behind your knee if it helps you keep things organized. Let's return back to center. Bring your back knee into your chest and your left knee, and we'll just go the other way. Take your back leg out, keep your front knee in, and circle the ankle. Reverse. Take your front arm out wide, anchor. Take that top knee to the back and maybe hook your toe under. And right here, spinal twist. Deep breaths. Slowly untwist. And you'll bring both knees into the chest again. You'll open your knees out wide away from each other and circle away. Knees into the chest. So you're massaging into all four corners of your back as you oppositionally roll through those hips. One more circle and reverse. And here's our dead bug. Your feet are parallel to the sky. You can hold on to anything you like, and we're all going to, again, look different. I like to wrap my hands around my ankles, hold on to my heels, and then try to roll your low back down to release your low back. Nice neutralizing pose right before Shavasana. And then open your legs wide into a big straddle. Once again, circle the ankles out. And in. Move your hands to the outside of your legs and bring your legs together. Walk your feet down. If your back is a little cranky today, maybe you just drop your knees together and keep your back in neutral. That keeps a natural curve to your spine. or traditionally, we take our legs out diagonally to the corners of the mat, and you'll rock across your sacrum just to find an even placement. And then allow your ankles, your knees, and your hips to all roll freely open. Turn your palms up and shimmy your shoulder blades down. And just allow your arms to rest on the floor. Even wiggle your head so that your neck and head conform to the space. But try not to flatten your neck onto the floor. Keep a natural curve to your neck there. Bring your teeth slightly apart so there's no tension in your jaw. Allow your eyes to float. Soften all the tiny muscles around your lips and around your eyes. Take a big inhale between your eyes. And then exhale at the temples and smooth the muscles across your forehead. Meditation is a fancy word for mindfulness. So in Shavasana, we want to be still and quiet and very present. So let this time be a gift to you. You'll stay in Shavasana as long as you need to. 10 minutes, 15 minutes, whatever you need. When you're ready to come out of Shavasana, you'll begin to wiggle your fingers and toes. Coming into awakening, circle your ankles and wrists, both directions. And then we'll come into a total stretch, fingertips to toes. One last big stretch. And then let's bring one knee at a time into the chest. Massage your back side to side. And then roll over onto one side to bring yourself up to an easy seated position. Sit nice and tall, shoulders down, chest lifted. Inhale everything good and positive. Capture that positive energy and exhale it right into your heart. Namaste.
Hey Genesis family, I'm Joe, and of course you know our amazing instructor Beth. We're here today because we wanted to say thank you for all of the views that you've been giving us here on our Genesis Go channel. And we're here to ask you for a favor. If you like what you see and you like the videos that Beth makes, we need to have at least 50 viewers for each one so that we can continue to make them. So if you do like them, go to our website and sign in, and that way we'll know that you want to see more. Where do they go to do that, Beth?
GenesisHealthClubs.com/silversneakers.
GenesisHealthClubs.com/silver sneakers. Is silver sneakers all one word?
One word.
All one word. And we'll provide a handy link for you somewhere up there, down here. There'll be a link here for you to check out. Go there and again, sign in, tell us you like what you see, and we'll bring you more. See you soon.